Hi water signs, I am Tanya Lee of Harmonia Tarot and welcome to your weekly reading for October 28th to the 31st. Happy early Halloween. As you can see, I'm in my Halloween zombie wear. This is my absolute favorite holiday, so I am always excited for Halloween. But for those of you who are new to the channel, all month long I have been doing for the weekend readings utilizing a deck, and I'm going to be using it for all the weekly readings this week since it's the last tail end of it, is the Zombie Tarot deck. Okay, so I will be using the Zombie Tarot deck. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. We'll see. But as always, guys, take what resonates, leave the rest, utilize your own intuition, okay? And if you feel guided to and are not subscribed yet to the channel, go ahead and hit the bell, hit it twice so that you can be notified of all future updates. How this typically works is I start off with the oracle cards, okay, for all of the water signs, and then I will break off into individual signs within the water elements and then do a collective healing at the end, okay? So stay tuned for the collective message because that will be a continuation and what sets the tone of your tarot reading. All right, calling in our guides, our ascendant masters, and our ancestors onto what messages that we need to hear for October 28th to the 31st for our water signs. Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, what do they need to know for this week, for the end of October? As always, guys, time is fluid. Some of this may have happened in the past, present, could even be a couple weeks from now. I always find it kind of comes midway in between, but, you know, take what resonates. What messages do we have for our water signs? What messages do we have for this week? What do our water signs need to know? Here we go. We have peace, breathe, all that glitters. Look at these cards, guys. Look at these cards. I really feel many of you water signs are at peace or at least trying to find peace within. You are taking the time to go within, manifesting. You are manifesting. You are trying to look to things that are brighter in your future, okay? You know that there's abundance. There's plenty of it. The universe always has plenty of abundance for us. You know, the only thing that blocks it from us are sometimes our mind, right? Are, you know, focusing on the lack and not realizing that we actually have the fullest potential to call it in. And I feel like you already know that these tools exist, okay? I really feel like you're coming at peace with it. There's a change here. There's an absolute change. We got a 32 here with the peace. You might have been in a fragile state. This is an egg, right? A peace offering of some sorts, but it's like you have that hard external shell, right? It's being able to take a deep breath, allowing things to come through to you. See how she's thinking and there's a star above her? This is about being at peace, waiting for those dreams to come true, okay? And I feel so beautifully with all that glitters. Look at all this abundance. But you know what I first focused on here when I saw this was really the two masks. There's two individuals here. So maybe you're calling in, you know, to have a stable and loving relationship. Some of you, this might be a stable and loving partnership within career, okay? But there's something that is coming, and I feel like it's just, you know, the tone of relaxing, knowing, calling it in, having that ability to call it in, big time. All right, we are going to start out with the sign of Pisces. All right, I'm going to shuffle these real quick. Our Zombie Tarot deck. Move these oracle cards to the side. Get these to the side first, since we'll be calling into them. Okay, Pisces. What does Pisces need to know for this week? For the last week of October, what does Pisces need to know? What messages do we have for Pisces? Pisces needs to know. What messages do we have for Pisces? Here we go. We have the Knight of Hazards. Strength reversed, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Hazards reversed, the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands. There's that partnership that I told you about that I was feeling strongly about here, Pisces. The Two of Hazards, the Page of Swords, and the Magician. What did I tell you? Calling in, calling in. All right, we start with the Hangman reversed. Look at this. You're coming out of it. You are coming out of it. You, like, when he's this way and he's chilling, he's like, yo, I'm chilling out here, but I got a gun. I'm good. Here come the zombies. The whole world's falling about me, but I think I got this. I got my pistol. When it's like, you're like, I'm ready. I'm ready to get out of this. I've taken the time to reflect. I've taken the time for the stalemate to end, okay? That's the energy that I'm feeling strongly for you. That's that breath moment, that breathe, right? So what we have into this week is we have the Knight of Hazards with Strength reverse and the Nine of Swords. I feel like there's a lot of inner turmoil here, a lot of things that have made you felt weak. You might have felt a little bit hardened too, that things weren't going your way as you expected, Pisces. You know, when I see the Knight of Hazards in this particular deck, you know, it's a very slow moving growth card. It's a very slow moving knight. There's stability here, but it's like constant, like to the point of like, when's it gonna happen to me? Like with this Nine of Pentacles, you see how he's just like, nah, I'm going right into, I hit the stoplight. Never mind the fact that it says red, I hit it, okay? There's something that is, you know, the moon energy behind us, it makes me feel like you're unclear on something, and it's really brought your strength down, okay? We have the Strength card reversed, so this is Leo energy. To me, it's like you don't have your ammunition for that pistol, right? This pistol energy here. It's like feeling like you don't have it. Feeling really restraint here with the Nine of Swords energy. You may be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But do you see how his face is like, his jaw's probably broken. He's kind of looking to the side. He doesn't look, he's just in a lot of pain here, okay? That no matter what kind of help or support that he feels, he's not really feeling too happy here, right? He knows he's turning into a zombie here. Look, she's like got his arm here, like, listen, you're becoming a zombie. And I feel like, you know, you can't be in this energy anymore. Like, if you continue this way, you are going to end up this guy, right? Like, it's like, oh my God, I'm getting prepared for the worst here. I'm going to be the zombie. But all of this inner thoughts that come in here is really affecting you in your stability. For many of you, this is affecting your home life, okay? We have the Ten of Hazards here reversed, okay? The Ten of Hazards is usually about like having it all, okay? Having it all. Look at this family all happy here. And the zombies are working for them, okay? With this reverse, it's saying not having it all. It's saying that there's something that is not really good in the home front here. Maybe the bad energy is taking over and it's not of service, right? It's just taking over. I feel like for many of you, you are trying to get yourself put together. We do have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands right below the Ten of things, so this is definitely a relationship. You know, with the Queen and Wands, this is a very passionate, driven relationship, okay? But you see how her arms, you know, broke, she's holding a bone. And then he's trying to put his leg back together. So there's definitely this feeling of like, we can't get our shit together. What's going on? Like, why do we feel like we're juggling so much? So here's the thing. With the Two of Hazards, that's feeling that constriction, feeling like you can't move, right? Feeling like, oh my gosh, I just have too much going on here. But you feel there's this restriction coming on this. You have the Page of Swords energy here. So whatever negativity or feeling that you have, somebody is absolutely watching you, is very aware of the situation, of you feeling trapped, of you feeling unhappy, of you needing to take a time out, and, you know, being woken up to the fact that, like, you know, it's probably not working out to what you want it to be, you know. And I'm really focusing here, and they say, look at the butterflies, look at the butterflies. It's like evolving, right? They know that you're evolving, and they see great things. It's like, how do we fix this, okay? We have the Magician energy, and that was that energy that I felt like with this Breathe card that was coming in. It's like you are taking that, even though that you are awoken and coming out of the Hangman state here, you are taking the time to try to be at peace so that you can call in something that is more abundant. The abundance that I think that all that glitter is coming in here is this family, okay? Now, for some of you, Pisces, if this is job related, if this is somebody that you are a partner with, know that they might be seeking or looking at you thinking that you are going to leave, okay? Leave the situation, especially with them maybe seeing you putting work on yourself, that they're afraid you are going to leave, that you are evolving to a better position that you won't feel too trapped in, okay? They might feel like maybe I was a little bit too harsh on them, that they aren't really happy or satisfied with their job, that they are probably looking for another profession that will make them be able to utilize their creativity in things that I never been able to really be able to do with this partner. So that could be that too, Pisces. All right, Pisces, if that resonated for you, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget to go to the timestamp for the collective healing at the end for all water signs. We are going to move on to Scorpio next. Let's see what's in store for Scorpio the last week of October. We'll do a couple quick shuffles and we'll get to Scorpio. Let's get to Scorpio. All right, let's see what we have. Scorpio, one more shuffle. These cards are really hard to shuffle. They're a little stiff, but I like them so much. I want to kind of keep them in their mint condition so I don't bend them all. All right, Scorpio, here we go. Let's see what we have for you for the last week of October. We have for the last week of October for Scorpio. Wow, well, these cards all fell out. We have the Four of Swords, the Lovers, the Emperor reversed, the Three of Wands, the Eight of Wands reversed. We have the Page of Cups. We have Temperance. Whoo, there's that balance, guys. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, I love it. And we have the Queen of Wands. Underneath the deck, we have the Five of Swords. We have the Five of Swords here. This is air energy. This is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You might be dealing with that, or you might be pulling this energy. Anything where you have felt like you've been fighting and like fighting for the last thing. You see how these guys are fighting for the last gun, you know, and they have their whole environments around them. If you're in a situation, whether it's with work or with love, know that this is all happening for a reason. There's lessons learned here, that the reason that they're coming in here. But we have the Four of Swords. There's that rest energy that I told you. All right. It's like this is heavily on your mind about the conflict. And I feel like this conflict is not necessarily you are in it now. I feel like for a lot of you, this was past conflict. Okay. This is heavily on your mind as to like, how can we fix this situation? How can we make this better? Like this soldier is thinking about how, you know, how the zombie war has affected them and everything. We have the Lovers underneath here. So this definitely to me is a love partnership. Someone who is heavily on your mind. Gemini it could be. But it's definitely put you in a mode about like what has happened in this point. I feel like you want to basically, and now this might be you or the other individual, but it's like you want to make amends with this individual, okay? You see how different that this person is, and although that this is a love partnership, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's like romantic love. This could be a family member too. I feel like you really have taken the time to let your boundaries drop. The Emperor was reversed, okay? This is letting go of control, not feeling like you have to protect every 2 seconds here, Scorpio. This is about taking a step, you know, to the point of like, I'm letting the control and things happen. Yeah, Three of Wands is about building a foundation, right? Wanting something that's more happy on here. There's been some conflict here that's coming in, but you see how happy these people are on the side? They're not even really aware that, oh, they're partying here right now, right? Well, meanwhile, the zombies aren't here. I feel like that with all the outside conflicts that might have happened within this relationship, you are really being nostalgic about all of the good times that you had with this individual, okay? That maybe in the past with this reverse is that there was some chasing, you know? You see where somebody's all here healthy and the zombie's chasing you. They were probably friends at one point, but now the zombie wants to like eat them alive. I feel like with the Page of Cups underneath here, this is like a new apology, like this is like a little apology here, okay? This could have been a childhood friend too, or, you know, a sibling or something like that. But just know that it's like they're well aware that they did some shitty things, okay? And they do want to fix the situation, or maybe you want to fix the situation. But what's great is you have your balance back, okay? So Scorpio, this is Sagittarius energy, and this is all about balancing, right? Balancing the good genes and the bad genes together, okay? Working together with the zombies, kind of in a sense. You know, a vaccine in a place. And that really is a vaccine when you can balance yourself, that duality. That's that I need to take a breath so that I can have some inner peace, right? You need to, there's a hardness about an egg, but there's also the softness of it inside, okay? I really feel, since you've taken the time to rest, to balance yourself in a situation, okay? To let things be, to take that control out with this Wheel of Fortune coming in here. This is all about a game, right? But it's spinning, okay? They're spinning. This is about the universe coming in to take something out, to bring something new in, okay? So with this offering, and it's a small offering, it could be just, you know, like I said, an apology or an offering to, you know, let's work things out, let's work together, let's not sit here and fight for this gun anymore, okay? Let's work together to get through this, okay? I feel that with the Queen of Wands energy right underneath this, even though that she's beaten down, and this is fire sign too, so Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, but what I'm overall feeling, Scorpio, for you is that as empathetic as a nurse can be, she's still doing her job. She's still moving forward, okay? So as wounded as you may feel, you are still able to move forward. And that is a huge deal, because this balance is basically saying you're going to be moving forward in life with this wheel, okay? An ending of a chapter is happening, whether you have mends with this relationship or just a proper closure. You are going to feel good and driven to do what you're passionate about. Nothing's going to keep you from doing anything that you're passionate about. You know, the one thing I always think about with nurses is that they have a lot of passion for, you know, taking care of people in long hours and crazy hours, but yet they're still there, right? They still put the loyalty in there to help people. And you may be a healer in your own sense of helping people, and you'll find that you find more passion in your work that drives you through this with this temperance, with this closure of this relationship. So just keep that in mind, all right? Scorpio, if this resonated with you, go ahead and hit the like button. Comment below, let me know, and don't forget to tune in for the collective healing at the end. And we are going to get started with Cancer. I'm just going to shuffle the cards for Cancer, and we are good to go. All right, Cancer. Let's shuffle these. Can't believe we're in the last week of October, Halloween, my favorite holiday. So hard for me because I go from like loving Halloween to like I need Christmas here like immediately, because I love Christmas as well. But then I always feel like Thanksgiving gets a bad rep because do people really care about Thanksgiving? I mean, I like eating. Family time can sometimes give me stress. But yeah, I feel like Thanksgiving kind of gets like that like skip over, right? But I'm looking forward to Christmas as well. All right, here we go, Cancer. Let's get started on your reading. One more shuffle and we are good to go, Cancer. Okay, Cancer, here we go. What messages do we have for Cancer? Cancer needs to know. What does Cancer need to know? Here we go. We have the Empress, the Seven of Hazards. We have the Ten of Swords reversed. We have the King of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Knight of Hazards. Ooh, 2 knights. We have the Two of Hazards. We have the Three of Hazards. And we have the Magician. I think Scorpio just ended with that too. All right, and we have the Eight of Hazards reversed. Reversed. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles in traditional is usually about moving forward, pushing progress, something moving, like, you know, it's still going. Okay, on this particular card it says do not open. Do not open. Okay, they're doing research on this. Something's in progress still. With it reverse, it's like I feel like there's been a holdup of something. Okay, I feel like either you have left something that you put a lot of work into, and then you're like, nah, scratch that. Okay, here's what's wild with this. You're starting off with the Empress. All right, the Empress, she's got it all. The Empress has got it all. Okay, look at her. She's motherly, she's loving. Even like with a zombie girl, her daughter's like a zombie, but yeah, she's like, you know, we're still getting family pictures done in the garden. I still got my shit together. Yay, I'm still a mom to this zombie girl who's probably a little brat, wants to eat my brains. But overall, I feel like this is your energy, okay? You are in the Empress mode. You are ready to receive something. Now you have the Seven of Hazards right here. So this is all about something that is slowly taking time, okay? I feel like it's taking you slowly time to heal about whatever you dropped, okay? I feel like with the Ten of Swords here reversed, and this is air energy, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, the Ten of Swords is like, I am dying and I'm well aware of it, and these zombies are pulling me apart, okay? Ew, gruesome. But with this reverse, it's like you are still going through that process of being like eaten, right? You're like, I'm really aware that I'm still going through all this stuff. I'm not quite at that peaceful state yet, right? I do need to take time to breathe. Now, I feel for many of you, you do have a lot of, like, it's like you're preparing for something, but I feel like you have your guns. Well, you definitely are holding your guns, but I feel like you are thinking about something in a more strategic way, analytical versus utilizing your intuition. Okay, we have the King of Swords energy here. All right, so this is all about taking actions in a strategic, analytical way. Can kind of come off cold sometimes, right? All right, but this guy is very proud of his trophies that he's had. So you might have been in this feeling of whatever you dropped, okay, that you're trying to think logical about it, all right? Like, well, that didn't serve me. I got a really emotional. I'm going to look for a new opportunity that is going to come my way. So I really feel like you're really looking at this as like, look at this Knight of Cups coming in. This is, you know, your energy. There's going to be a new offer. Something's there. But you see how he's holding a brain? Most of the time this is a zombie holding brain to eat it, but I'm taking it as the brain of this King of Swords dude here. So when I mean, that's really what they're having me focus on. They're like, it's like you're emotional, but you're still being analytical about it. And there's a call to let go of that. Let go of the freaking brain. Let go of it. Allow the flow, okay? You're on the freaking wave. Just ride it. Just ride it. Because when you're holding on to that brain, what you're actually doing, Cancer, is you're hitting that stoplight here, okay? Here's another night. This is the slowest night as can be. It's like these like illusions coming in place. Like, I don't know what I'm going on. But you're hitting a stoplight. You're like totally hitting a stoplight. You're feeling chained. You're feeling like, I want to have, you know, this, you know, a better start here. Okay, so with the Two of Hazard, this is about that chain feeling I was telling you about, but, you know, this is typically like imbalance of like which way to go. Now we have one who's more like a doggy zombie, and the other guy who thinks he's doing the right thing by making the zombie a dog. I don't know, but to me it's feeling like, you know, having control. Okay, control the situation, and it's like you're really trying hard to control a situation. You're really trying hard to work with others to make the situation here. Now here's what's great about this, because they just said, hey, look, doggy. This is right underneath this, okay? So we have the Three of Hazards here. So there's that dog, okay? There's that dog who fetched the bone, and people are, you know, he's fetching. He's being a good zombie dog, okay? I feel like for you, this is what you feel. You feel very chained. That's the entrapment feeling. Like you're doing everyday things that you're supposed to do or expected to do. Now these people are treating this zombie like a dog, but a zombie's not a dog. A zombie eats brains and attacks people. Like, let him be a freaking zombie. And I'm not saying for you to be a zombie, but like let's look in the like I'm feeling a little empathetic here for the zombie here, Cancer sign. So what I'm stating here is like you want to get out of that phase of like feeling like you have to do the world for everybody else, right? It's not working for you, you know? It's that pulling that Empress energy of like being the perfect mom, even though this is all shit, I'm still gonna be perfect, and I'm gonna just keep putting work into this that I don't, you know, feel like, why am I doing this? But you know, I'm getting my insides torn out, but I'm trying to figure out why this isn't working for me. It's like that logical brain, and it's like, I want to have more, I want to put an offer in here, but it's so stopping me, and I feel like a freaking dog. A dog. But guess what? You are the magician at the end of this, Cancer. The magician. You are going to drop this energy of dropping whatever project, family situation. I feel like you're letting it go, and you actually are going to ride your emotions through this so that you can take the time to breathe. You can start manifesting, which is all that glitters. These go hand in hand together, and really allow something. It's allowing that peace to come in, okay? That peace to come in for you, all right, Cancer? As crazy as it is, it's kind of a cool reading for you guys with zombie cards. It's really hard to channel on zombie cards, but I think I did it. All right, let's see what we have for the collective energy for our water signs. What healing advice do we have for our water signs for the last week of October with this? We have creativity, duality. Woo, yeah, that's exactly what we want to talk. Grounding. Absolutely. Well, this is all about the grounding, okay? This is all about taking the time to ground. And this is something that's seasonal, okay? So it's meaning that like this might take time. Might not, you know, you want things to happen right away using that analytical mind. This needs to change. This needs to change. What Spirit's asking is for you to ground yourself. Balance yourself, okay? Look at this balance here, this duality. All right? Having that balance of the, not just your you know, good or bad, it's really your shadow side, right? Having both. And also feminine, masculine energy, because what you'll find when you do that, what happens when you take the time to breathe and have that moment of peace, your creativity is going to be like tenfold, okay? Look at all these cups fully. Look what's like spilling out of these cups. This almost reminds me of a celebration of the Three of Cups too in you know, traditional tarot. Like, this is celebration, and I really feel like that celebration is right here, and you're working on manifesting that. But they're asking you, you know, allow that to come in. Allow yourself to be grounded, balanced, and then you'll see the creativity really come out for you. All right, water signs, if you like this reading, go ahead and comment below and hit like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click the little bell. All right? Happy Halloween, and I will see you guys in November.